We live in a very cynical world, and it's really shortchanged a lot of people when they don't trust and they end up missing out on an opportunity. Now, there are quite a few reasons for being cynical, politics being one of them. And regardless of the reasons, though, it's really an unfortunate trait to have. In relation to trading, I fully understand why people don't trust. If you subscribe to any mailing list, over time you've gotten the promise of riches delivered into your mailbox. More often than not, there's no merit in the claims, and it's simply a cash grab by people looking to capitalize off your desire for a better life. And on a more compelling note, there was an options trader that was touted as Supertrader who made $41 million in profits over 3 years. And it's a story that no doubt gave many people hope that they could pull out the modest profits that they seek. Well, it turns out that Supertrader was not a fan of full disclosure on how she traded. So you feel free to take a moment and read how skillfully she fooled just about everybody. And the fallout from all the trading lies and the scams is not only an individual's money, but also their hope that trading can be a viable income stream. People trust and then they become disillusioned as the promise never materializes. And many times people just give up hope and they give up on their goal of trading for a living. Understand, however, that not all promises are based on fiction. There are some solid trading methods and systems out there, and with those, it's the individual that fails to capitalize on the information that they have. Trading systems and methods are only a part of what you need to succeed. Many successful traders will tell you that how you find your trades is the least important part. But not all traders will tell you that, and not all marketers will tell you that. And here at Netpicks, for example, we fully disclose that you need 3 variables to have a chance of finding any trading success. Number 1, your trading system. Number 2, understand and implement proper risk protocols. Number 3, get a handle on the parts of your psychology that can dampen your chances of success. We're straight up with the fact that even with our trading systems that have really helped people reach their trading goals, not everyone will get the results that they want. Why? Well, the person attempting to trade is not coming from the same quote-unquote place as those that have success. They have failed to master each of the variables, and missing one of them will cause that house of cards to fail. And the question is very common, and I'm sure every trading company or mentor has fielded the following in one version or the other. Why teach when you can trade? And it's a question that comes from people being cynical because all they've really seen is people being taken advantage of and people like Supertrader being outed. So let's take a step back and let's look at it from a different angle. If you enjoy working with kids and you enjoy sports, would you, number 1, turn down a request to coach a kid's softball team with a time commitment of maybe 3 hours a week? Number 2, agree to coach, but ask for compensation. Number 3, coach because you enjoy it. You appreciate that the kids want to play a sport and you love seeing how they progress. Now, if you're a retired professional athlete, you had the skill to coach a pro team, and you were asked, would you, number 1, do it for free? Or number 2, realize that you had a coveted skill and you want to be compensated? With trading, though, as soon as someone charges for their expertise, they're labeled scam artists. Let's take out of the equation those who clearly do it to feed their own ego. Generally, they offer nothing of any value whatsoever. And I know a few educators, and as you can see by my many posts, I like to add to the mix the best I can. So why do it? They enjoy teaching. Trading can be extremely boring, and they enjoy the interaction. And repetition breeds being familiar, leading to confidence and hopefully greater success. And there's also a tangible reason, money. A fair assessment of trading is that the markets will not always offer opportunities that are conducive to the probabilities of your system. Another fair assessment is that not all successful traders day trade for income. They prefer more of a swing and position trade approach to take advantage of not only leverage, but time as well. Their capital is tied up in a position, and we do have bills to pay. Now, Robert Allen is an author who wrote a book called Multiple Streams of Income. In the economy of today, if you're able to, adding another income stream is smart. After all, many who take up trading are looking to do just that. So why is it suspect if a successful trader wants to do the same? Trading is an extremely valuable skill. It's a commodity, if you will, which can aid you in having a more comfortable lifestyle where how much you make is really all up to you. And it would be ridiculous to think someone or anyone should just give you value for nothing. Now, what about those who ask, well, how about I pay you only if I succeed? Expecting that type of arrangement ignores a true fact about trading, and that is trading is a meritocracy. Meritocracy. It's an elite group of people whose progress is based on ability and talent rather than on class privilege or wealth. And as mentioned earlier, your progress in trading has little to do with systems and more to do with your emotional and psychological makeup. It's based on your understanding of and following good rules of money management that will allow you to persevere through drawdowns. The truth is, hard work is foreign to many people, and the get-rich-quick mentality, it rules many who enter trading. Most have difficulty sticking to one method of trading, and system hopping, it's the norm. And those type of people, regardless of the veracity of a trading method, will, in all likelihood, flame out in the long run. But what about those who are serious about trading and are ready to take a professional approach to their studies? Even with due diligence, nothing is guaranteed, and the place that you thought was head and shoulders above the rest may turn out to be a fraud. But you have to start someplace. How do you get training from a reputable coach or get a profitable trading system? How do you sort through the marketing slogans and the scams that just really litter the internet? Is hype a red flag? Well, here are a few pointers. Number one, look for longevity in the trading education business that you're researching. Although that's not a guarantee, blatant scams are usually really short-lived on the internet. Number two, anyone who offers you trading services through a forum, it's probably a red flag. One popular forum had one member named Jacko who swindled a lot of money from trusting people thinking that he offered something viable. Number three, do the educators trade? Sometimes it's tough to ascertain. However, I've found that real traders talk differently than pure marketers. There's a slickness to the marketer which you really don't get with the trader. And where I find myself now is a culmination of years of different influences in my trading. It's a never-ending evolution, and I don't think you'll learn all you need really in one place. It will also be through experimentation and hours of chart time. And also understand that with knowledge, especially in trading, the law of diminishing returns comes into play. There is nothing as disheartening and frustrating than to fall into the trap of analysis paralysis. Sometimes what you know can hurt you. Don't be put off by someone wanting compensation to teach you a skill that can really last a lifetime. Due diligence and gut feel is what you must depend on to ensure that the information you're receiving is worth the cost. And I personally had a mentor starting out, and it was Netpicks that hammered home the consistency and trading plan aspects that are required for success. And while I may have lost a few dollars on worthless education over the years, it's really all part of the journey. And there's never a better teacher than experience. So to help you get started with Netpicks, just take our complimentary trading system for a spin. This way, you'll get some insight to how the markets are approached, as well as our feelings on risk and trading psychology. And you can download that right here.